So it happened. Probably inevitable. With every drone, there's always the risk of running a crash. This one was 100% user error, and I almost went a full year with this drone without crashing it. It has been over a year since I have crashed a drone in general, but still, almost a year without a crash with the Evo. And I'd say I was in a situation where I had already gotten that shot before. I didn't need to get that shot again, and I also was flying too fast. It was dark, so the optical sensors, even if the rear sensors on this drone did anything, they wouldn't work. So basically what happened, as if you couldn't tell, it went backwards into a tree. I thought I was clear of the trees, but I clearly wasn't. Now that was a very tall tree. That tree is 105 feet tall. Actually taller than 105 feet. I was flying at 105 feet. It hits backwards 22 miles per hour and drops to the ground into a thick forest where it sits overnight because we couldn't find it. The battery was ejected upon impact and all signal was lost instantaneously. So it was a pretty bad situation, but thankfully the next day I was able to go there and get it back. After about 40 minutes of searching, we went through my friend's forest. We went all the way deep into there, and we're like, we can't find it. This is such a thick forest. There's so much branches, bushes, thorn bushes, poison ivy, stuff like that. It was everywhere. So we backtracked and then went back in from a different location right under the tree that it hit in. And I go about 10 yards in, and then boom, the Evo's sitting there upside down on the ground, and we found it. I was super relieved because I thought it was gone forever. And because if it got stuck in those trees, we would not have been able to get it down, nor would we have been able to see it because the branches were thick, covered in tons of leaves and whatnot. So it is a miracle that I got it back. The only damage that has been done to the drone is to the gimbal. The gimbal is still semi-functional. It's just the roll axis doesn't work. So whenever I turn it on, it just goes through the calibration process, going, just does the calibration, gimbal looks around, but it doesn't stop doing it. It repeats it over and over again, and the roll axis never fixes itself. It's a unfortunate issue, and it conveniently happens right before the 1-year anniversary of me owning this drone, and right before I go on another trip. My first trip over the summer, which would be to, Myrtle Beach, I believe also Georgia and Tennessee, we'll see. But that means I'm bringing the Spark for that trip, which is probably more well suited since it's a smaller drone, but I would like to have the Evo, but obviously I can't. So I'm going to work with the Spark. I'm going to be very careful with it now that I have crashed the Evo for the first time. But I am surprised that this thing, it's in one piece. You can't see any damage. There's a few scratches. None of the propellers broke. It was insane. This thing's a tank. Now obviously the gimbal is the flimsiest part of pretty much any drone, and that's what broke. But it still is semi-functional, so I'm hoping it shouldn't cost too much to fix it. Now Auto so far has been really good with their customer support, and I'm really thankful for that. That's one of the reasons why I ditched DJI for Auto. Their customer support is super helpful. They actually know what they're talking about, and I'm really thankful that they've helped me address the situation. So today I'm going to be sending it into Auto, and I don't know how long it should take for repair, but hopefully I'll get it back within mid-July. So the July montage will be both the Spark and the Evo, because I'm going to push back the footage from this trip to July, because I'm not going to get back in time to edit it and put it in a June montage. I mean, this thing has 2 sensors right here in the back, actually right here. They are, they can work, but only in beginner mode. You have to set the drone to beginner mode in order for them to work, and even then they're not very effective because they're infrared sensors, just like the sensors on the Spark, which they work if you're going slow. If you're going fast, they cannot detect things, and that's why Auto has never enabled them for regular flight on the Evo, only the front sensors, which are actual cameras, and they can do more advanced detection. Now the issue with all that is, even though it can tell you that something's behind you, you have to be going slow. And I was going too fast for it to even tell me that the tree was behind me and then impact. I wasn't expecting it, but I had already gotten a backward shot looking at the sun at my friend's house before, so why did I need to do it again? I already got it in that same flight. Twice. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, things happen, and luckily I think I have enough money to repair it. I have about $500 set apart to, like, you know, and my birthday is on June 22nd, so if birthday money adds into that, it's subtracting away from my save up for the Canon EOS R fund, but hopefully I'll be getting a job soon when I turn 16, and I can buy that with job money, but getting this drone repaired is going to be first priority for now. Hopefully it shouldn't cost too much, but I will be sure to keep you all updated. On my Instagram, I'm going to be posting updates, as well as just some general photos and videos. So if you're interested in that, be sure to follow. It's in the description. You don't have to, but I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Going back to the Spark for a little bit. We'll see how it does. It's a fun drone. It's just not always optimal. Alright, see you all later.